G'day there, podcaster. We do Gorey stories. I know we normally do it on a Friday, but we thought we'd change it up now. A new segment coming on Fridays, but now we do Gorey stories on Thursdays. We also talk a bit about nudity, and we get some sad stories about people's wedding days. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You ready?
stop what you're doing and listen.
Live across Australia. It's radio. This is Ben, Liam and Bell on Nova.
What a day to be a Tottenham Spurs fan.
Tottenham Hotspur or just Spurs.
Yep.
Close.
Ange Postecoglou had a great one.
Big Ange, that's it. Yep, Aussie bringing home a trophy for them. Actually stoked for them, to be honest.
Yeah, that's lovely. I did, like a little Aussie man making it big. I know he's bigger than that. I'm sorry.
No, he's a big deal, and he's done it. It was his first trophy for them in 18 years.
Cute.
But all dealt by an Australian man who's copped a lot over the last years, faced a lot of adversity. He's done it. He always wins trophies in his second year, mate.
That's all Liam's been talking about today.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited about the whole thing. No, I don't like Spurs. I just want to be very clear by that. And I'll find it funny again when they don't win stuff for a long time. But I just wanted the Australian manager to do well at the club. Hey, we're doing Australia's shortest marriages. 13, 24, 10. How long did it last? If enough time has passed that, you've healed and you
Or
can
if
talk
it's
about it.
somebody you know and you find it quite funny because you didn't like them.
Yeah. Or maybe it just happened. It's super raw and you just want to pour your guts out on air. I don't know. Because we got this call from Emma yesterday.
I got married, and 16 days later, his mistress rocked up on my doorstep.
Whoa. Yeah. 16 days. I mean, is there shorter marriages out there?
Yeah, that one's pretty hard to beat.
That's pretty hard to beat. I mean, don't call if it lasted longer than 16 days. I think Kim Kardashian was with that basketballer for like a month, maybe 30 days.
About 70.
Okay, well, that's a long time. That was a long, happy marriage.
It needs to be less than 16 days.
Yeah.
We want to find Australia's shortest marriage. 13 24 10 is our number.
Beck in Sydney, how quickly after the wedding did it end for your cousin?
Hi, how you going?
Good.
It was a few months of my cousin's wedding. They went to counselling, and he ended up with the therapist.
Whoa!
Oh my
Brutal.
gosh. Hang on,
Yep.
Beck. So how many months are we talking?
It would be less than 6 months,
Yeah.
but I reckon he was with the therapist the whole time.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
that's, it's really sad as well having therapy, like couples therapy, like already that young at an early stage in the marriage to begin with.
Yeah,
Wow.
Well,
unfortunate.
yeah, it is unfortunate, and we did say 16 days, so unfortunately, we cannot. Even though it was a wonderful story, doesn't beat what we've originally had, so we can't accept it. We always say that, like we can't accept it.
We put these call outs out there and then go, no, that's
Well,
not good enough.
Well,
Jess.
I agree because we said 16 days
Yeah.
or less.
Okay.
It was a juicy side fact. I'll take it as a side fact. Jess in Melbourne, how quickly after the wedding did it end?
10 days.
Whoa,
All right, now we're talking. That's within the range. Okay, and what happened?
Went on the honeymoon and got back and found out they were having an affair. He was having an affair with my sister-in-law.
Whoa.
All done.
Oh, my God.
So your sister-in-law being your sibling's wife?
Yes,
Right, and did they stay together?
for a little while.
Wow.
Long time ago
I mean,
now.
that's
Water under the
brutal.
bridge.
Yeah.
Everyone's moved on. Who
Well,
cares? It was a long time ago.
Yeah, Jess, wow, that would be. So your family then, you had your new husband was with your brother's wife, I'm guessing?
Yes.
And so then you and your brother are both left partnerless?
For a period of time, but now moved on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be hard to beat.
That's brutal. That is so brutal. Thank you for your call, Jess. Jody in Brisbane, can you beat 10 days? How long did it last?
Absolutely, about 48 hours.
48.
Whoa.
That is very, very tight. I mean, you're barely sort of out of the wedding venue by that point. And what happened within
Absolutely.
2 days of tying the knot that blew the marriage up?
Well, we got married. He didn't turn up to the wedding reception. I went home and found out he was on the phone to his ex all night, and I left the next day.
Oh, Jody, I'm sorry. How long
Oh,
had
don't be sorry.
how long had you and him been together?
On and off for, 5 years, I suppose.
But how does how do you get married? Like, you're making a lifelong bond, and then just like
Yep.
hours
Yeah.
later, he's like, nah. Like, what?
See, these things happen. Set to try us.
Oh, well, you sound stronger than ever, Jody, so good on you.
Jody, do you like
Anyway,
Guzmani
I'm
Gomez?
happily married to my new husband, and we're 5 years in and going strong.
And,
Aw.
and you love eating tacos on Tuesday and having burritos on the weekend.
Do you like Guzmani Gomez?
Absolutely.
Well, I was going to give you the voucher, but I'm hearing someone's got a marriage that lasted less than 24 hours.
Give it
Oh,
to
good stuff.
Jody.
No, Jody, I'll still give it to you.
being extra brutal tonight? Kylie in Melbourne, you can beat that. You have a really short marriage?
I really did.
Okay. How short are we talking? Are you the 24-hour one?
Yeah.
Oh.
It wasn't even 24 hours.
Oh, God.
What
how,
happened?
how many hours are we talking?
We got married, had a beautiful wedding, and the reception, he was gone.
Oh, Kylie, like
He was
even
gone.
hang on. So, okay, let's walk through this. So you had the ceremony, then
Yeah.
did you go and do like a photo shoot,
Yeah, we did all that.
Did the photos?
and then where did he disappear in that
He
time
just
span?
absolutely disappeared, and I did not hear anything from him for months.
And then when you did hear from him, what was it?
He didn't want to be with me.
So
Whoa.
He was seeing somebody else,
Oh
but he
no!
let us get married.
Who does that?
Wait, what about during the photo shoot? What was his vibe there?
Oh, he was beautiful. he was beautiful. He was the love of my life.
Oh, Kylie, how long had you been together?
It was about 6 years.
Oh my God!
I don't know what
it's
you-
mind-blowing.
And what do you say to family when they're like, how's it going the next day? And you're like, I don't know where he is.
Oh, yeah, that was hard. But you know what? We laugh about it now. My kids, they think it's hilarious. They can't, it's brought up all the time.
And
Oh,
so,
no.
and so you're happily married. You got remarried though, yeah?
No.
Oh.
Kylie.
Oh,
No.
okay.
What about now I'm getting to the nitty gritty, but like the reception, right? What did you do
Yeah.
and what happened with like all the food and everything? Like what happened?
Oh, everyone was fine to just still eat the food and have a good night. I went and stayed in the room by myself.
And so was he, sorry, maybe it's too personal, I don't know, is he the father of the children or is that somebody else?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this
And
is
what's he
just-
doing? Did he move on?
Yeah, he's with my cousin.
And that's who he was cheating on you with. Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, you
It's in
sound
the
like
family.
you sound like it's obviously happened a while ago. As you said, you're mucking around with
Yeah.
your kids, and like you're telling it in quite a funny way. But this is
Yeah.
it's like a movie. It's like something from a book,
It-
or you
oh,
understand how
yeah.
wild this is, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And then
It's
so-
really, it's crazy.
Kylie, your family now, is the
Yeah.
cousin banished or do you see him at family things with the cousin?
No, I don't see him.
Yeah.
No.
Good.
That would be really awkward.
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't see the cousin. I don't see that family.
Yeah,
like
I
that family.
I don't know what I'd want my family and friends to do in that situation. Like you said, you're in the room, you've just witnessed a wedding, everyone's chatting. It's like, okay, well he's left, he's with the cousin, like. And the hors d'oeuvres just come around. Like, you're not dancing to the music and stuff. Like, you're not doing the nut bush. you know what I mean? Like, surely it must have been pretty dead. It must have been more like Wake vibes.
After BAFTA, it's the Ben Lim and Bell podcast.
We've been a busy radio show making up a brand new segment.
What's got more Googles? What's got more Googles? Tell us, we gotta know.
Okay.
All right, okay. Bill doesn't like the intro.
Oh, I just hadn't heard it yet. Yeah. All right.
Oh, yeah,
Kind
cool,
of
cool.
works.
No, yeah. Look, I'm not saying it's my best work, but you are making it for next week. Just so you know.
No.
So super simple game. You call 13 24 10. Now, we tell you a thing. It might be computers and Tamagotchi. And you have to tell us what's been Googled more.
Yep. So
And the answer would obviously be Tamagotchi.
it will be the number of like average Googles over a month, because that's the figure that we have. So you get given two things, and you just have to say which has been Googled more. Good evening, Kelly in Sydney. Do you think you're ready to play?
I'm going to give it my best go.
All right. Okay. Round one. What's got more Googles? Whitney Houston or Jennifer Aniston?
Whitney Houston.
Oh.
Damn, that's how brutal it can be.
Just like that.
Oh, yeah, no.
See ya.
So Whitney's on $1 million, but Jennifer's on 2.7 million. Chris in Melbourne, what's got more Googles, Peppa Pig or FIFA 17?
Peppa Pig.
Very good.
FIFA 17 was goated, but the searches dropped off a little bit after 2017. Yeah.
Peppa's got about 19 million more. All right. Facebook or weather?
Weather.
Oh.
Incorrect.
I also thought weather.
You think that's got 151 million, but Facebook is on 2.5 billion because people like Liam do that thing where they just type Facebook into Google and then click it.
Wow, double shot at Liam in this one break.
This hurts, man.
I'm so
I
sorry.
tried to make an intro for your segment, and I'm just getting drive-bys. I'm just...
All right, Rebecca in Melbourne, good evening. What's got more Googles, Looney Tunes or global warming?
Global warming?
Very good.
Yeah.
600,000. Looney Tunes has 450,000. All right, last one here. If you get this, you do win. What's got more Googles, driving instructor or bungee jump?
Driving instructor?
Very good. About 20,000 more Googles than bungee jump.
And that means you're walking away with 2 tickets to go see the new Mission Impossible.
I love you guys. I just feel like I've won $1 million.
Oh, bless.
We love you too.
Good, because we don't have $1 million.
Sounds like someone wants some Guzmani Gomez as well. I see.
Beck, thank you very much for playing. This is Shabuzi, Miles Smith on Nova. Blink twice. You're here with Ben Lehman Bell.
You like that feeling in your ear holes? That's the Ben Lehman Bell podcast. Oi, stop gooning. The next bit's about to start.
On 13-24-10, if you want to narc on your neighbours.
Come on, man. We don't like narcs around here.
Nah, we don't like narcs, man. You're right. But just this one time.
Yeah, you know what, Ben? Maybe just this once. I'll allow it.
And if they are doing something wrong, that's okay. Like, we can narc then, can't we?
Well, the reason I bring it up is because there's this woman's note that's gone viral online. She has written a note to her upstairs neighbours. So she's in an apartment. They're new, and she said, can you please tell your children to stop running and jumping in the house because the floors are quite thin and it makes me quite scared. So, I mean, a lot of people are roasting her online for writing that letter, telling the children to stop playing. And that's why I thought 13-24-10. Give us a buzz if you want to narc on your neighbours.
We do have prizes up for grabs.
I am really angry at a neighbour. I haven't checked the cameras yet, but we had some hard rubbish out, and there was a leaf blower that didn't work anymore. And someone obviously decided that they wanted the leaf blower, so they took it.
Yeah,
it's fine. Our hard rubbish got picked up. Then the person realised that the leaf blower didn't work. That's why I had it in hard rubbish, and now they've put it back on the lawn.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. You cannot do that.
You cannot do that.
It's so annoying. I'm like, no. You can take it if you want. And now you have to dispose of it. That's the whole point. That's why I was out there in the first place, dude.
Oh,
yeah.
So funny.
Yeah. And I got a camera, so I'll check. And then I'll wait for them. I'll wait for them in the park. And you know what I'll do? Probably nothing.
Yes. Tyson in Melbourne, good evening. Go for it. Narc on your neighbour.
Oh, hi, guys. I've got a neighbour on my street down the road. I'm unsure which house it is, but they have multiple chickens that on a regular basis escape from their house and they cause havoc in our street, end up in our front yard, just destroying our garden bed.
That's no good.
All the works.
You got to have that coop nice and locked up.
Yeah.
You don't want foxes getting in. You don't want chickens getting out. That's the rule with the coop.
Yeah.
We used to, growing up, I had chickens and there was a weak spot in the outdoor bit of the pen, and sometimes I would come home from work and there would be some chickens on the nature strips of people's houses, and I was like, oh no.
Do you live near Bell, Tyson? I'm just realising now.
Not anymore, but hey, they just want to stretch their legs. That's okay. Jane in Sydney, you want to narc on your neighbour?
I do. Well, it's neighbours. We're in a little cul-de-sac street, and we've got parking laws going on. Everyone's allocated parking, and people are just parking wherever. And it's gotten so bad now that we've actually got a WhatsApp group.
Oh, wow.
Oh, right. So you sort of
People
going,
that are parking in the wrong
oh,
spot.
Jane, I know you've put your Peugeot in my spot. And then it's
Yeah.
shamed in the group chat.
Yeah. It's actually gotten really bad to the fact that you can't even park outside your house. Like, you're parking streets away because everyone's just parking wherever and taking like double parks and stuff. And then people are parking on your lawn and not like your neighbours are parking on other people's lawns and stuff.
What?
Yeah, that's no good, Jane. Katie in Sydney, you want to narc on your neighbour?
Yes, my neighbour didn't like the way I mowed my front lawn, so he bleached it.
He bleached your lawn?
Hang on. What? What do you mean the way you did it? Katie, how did you do it?
I just mowed it and whippersnipped it normally, but he thought the whippersnipping, I left it too long next to his driveway, so he bleached it all.
Yeah, maybe it looked a little thatchy.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a boy's job anyway, so.
What,
and like, honestly, how gross of him.
What was the hock on your cut?
The what?
The hock, like how high was it? Like how many mil were you mowing
it was tiny. It was like you know when you freshly cut your lawn, it's so small. Like it was tiny.
How many mil deep was it? If you had to guess, just give me a ballpark.
I'd say it would be like 2 centimeters tall. The grass, like it was
right.
tiny.
Is that a kikuyu or a tiff tough?
A what?
Was it buffalo maybe?
Oh my God, Katie, ignore them.
I don't know.
Tell you what, Katie,
this is a boy's job.
I think I would have bleached it. I got to say, I mean, there's not many facts coming through about the lawn here.
Yeah, I'm glad he bleached it. It sounded like it needed it.
It's just starting to get ground up if you don't even know what type of lawn.
You better tear it out. Start fresh.
W's in the chat for this pod.
Gorey stories.
13, 24, 10. Clues in the title. We want your gory stories. The gorier, the better. Some have genuinely scarred me. Like, I can't do so. I would never go fishing again, for example. I never put my arm out of a window whilst I'm driving again. I know that for sure.
I'll never use a pressure washer the same way.
I mean, hell, I'll never shut a drawer whilst I'm naked after last week.
We had just finished doing the deed, goes out into the kitchen. I hear this scream. I go in there and he has got his foreskin stuck in the drawer. 7 stitches and has a nice scar from it now.
He circumcised himself.
Fory story.
It was. Very good. But we don't want... It's not... The segment isn't fory stories. It's gory stories. If you do have a gory story about a fory, that is okay. I mean, it's...
No, because we don't want just
it doesn't
that.
have to just be that. Ideally, it's just about any
Yes,
potential
it could be,
body part.
Literally, it could be the time that you fell off a bike. It could be any kind of injury, and we've
just had
bones
brutal ones
sticking
about
out.
people just stepping on sticks and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gorier, the better.
Gory stories.
Yep, the gorier, the better. Rob in Brizzy, what happened to you?
Mate, a young fella, I was riding my push bike with my cousin, and we got tangled up, and his bike spoke went through my second and third toe. And probably the worst part was had to pull my foot back out of the spoke. So there's blood everywhere. I was screaming. Ended up going up to the hospital and getting stitched up, like 7 stitches or something like that.
Yeah, that's a lot of
gory,
stitches
man.
in a toe.
Just going around on the mongoose in your thongs, that'll happen.
Yeah,
that'll
Oh my
happen.
gosh, it's like you kebabbed your toes.
Yeah, you got a kebab foot there. You kebabbed your dogs. Andrew in Brizzy, you've also got a gory story.
I certainly do. When I was a kid, I was having a cup of soup at the dining room table, and then the seat gave way, and I fell to the floor and poured this cup of boiling hot cup of soup all over the top of me.
Oh my
god! And all down the front of my chest. Instantly started to blister and bubble up. So a very quick trip up to the hospital. And I was in hospital for a couple of days recovering from that. So, yeah, not the best time I've had in my life.
Andrew, that sounds awful, but also that's like a new fear unlocked of just sitting and then suddenly it
It's
just
like
gives way.
something from those Final Destination movies.
Yeah. We often get we normally get bloody ones where it's like, a spoke goes through a toe, but then you don't often get like boiling soup. What kind of soup was it?
It was just like a continental cup of soup.
Yeah, that's the one you want to watch out for, the continental.
They're bloody piping hot. Probably a bit of a tomato element in there. Retains heat more.
Yeah.
I don't know the science behind it, but it does.
Thanks, Andrew. Glad you're okay. Tess in Melbourne, good evening. Tell us your gory story.
Hey guys, so I do karate. There was one night we were sparring, fighting, hear a yell, look over, one of the women, she hasn't kept her fingers tight enough together in her guard hand, got punched between her fingers, and one of them just popped out of the flesh socket like bone in the air.
It what? It flung up in the air?
No, the bone was just in the air, like the finger, like the flesh of her finger
Yes.
was flopping to the side.
Okay.
Her bone was visible.
That is some Bruce Lee level punching the bone out of the skin.
Yep.
Whoa! They must have harnessed the power of the dragon to punch. You know what I mean? Like, that is just.
Oh, wow.
Tess, I'm going to give you 12 months worth of KO.
Fantastic. Oh, my God. Thank you so much. My partner's going to love that.
No worries at all.
Do you know the worst part of that is when your finger does come out of the meat, they have to go over to you while you're rolling around the ground and take your belt out and put a lower one on you. You're like, ooh, sorry, Jeanette, you're down to a yellow 2-stripe. Not great.
Dude, you're a locked-in Sigma with plus 1,000 aura.
13 24 10. Who saw you naked that shouldn't have? There's a video doing the rounds online at the moment of these two poor girls. Picture this. You are in Bali and you have booked what you think is a private villa with a private pool, and you're completely surrounded by a high wall, and you think with your friend, hey, wouldn't it be fun to just skinny dip in our private villa pool? You strip down, you skinny dip, and then a man just comes out of nowhere, and turns out it's not a private pool. There's actually people around you in the villas that also share the pool, and everyone's been watching you. Just like horrible. It's like one of those dreams that you have where you wake up and you've been naked in front of people.
I'm pretty sure my wife Sam's granddad saw me naked.
Really?
Pretty sure. I can't confirm it, but I'm 99% sure because I remember it was in the middle of summer and we were staying at her house and it was really hot and she didn't have air conditioning in her room, so we put the mattress out in the lounge room, but it was like upstairs, so like it was the lounge room where no one goes to.
But heat rises, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it was quite hot. I was nude on the mattress, like, and we're watching a movie. And
Just
then
spread out.
and then there was a bathroom at the end of the lounge room and the light turned on. And we had realised at that point that someone had walked past.
Okay. But, you know, he's old, weak eyes, probably was just trying to find the staircase, you know? Like, probably didn't see anything. I mean, there is a nude portrait that was commissioned for me for a radio bit a few years ago.
Yep.
And what I will say is that Ben told the person to make my penis smaller.
Plead the fifth.
But there is, I'm pretty sure, a Daily Mail article. It's like a claim to fame of mine.
Oh,
Daily
yeah.
Mail article. And it's like radio host commissions nude portrait with comically minuscule penis and testicles. And so, like, I think if you like type my name in, it's like it is linked to comically minuscule penis.
Kim in Brisbane, who saw you naked?
Hey team, how are you?
Good.
Hello, Kim.
My vice principal saw me naked and he saw everything.
Oh,
35
right.
years ago. Never forgotten it.
And you were a teacher at the...
No, I was a student on grade 10 camp.
Okay, that's
Well, I feel like it's key here to find out what happened to those events.
Well, comedy of errors. We're all getting told where to go, what to do. And back in the day, there were tents. There were no pretty dorms. And like I said, 35 years ago,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was just sort of following the leader, but the leader got it wrong. In we walked, and I was found in the corner. And little did we know we were actually in the teachers' area.
Oh, God.
So getting on all of the cozies, flip-flopping, slapping, you know, trying to be very quick to get out to the beach because that was our first little thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I sort of thought, oh, just go behind here for a bit more privacy. And there, face to face, literally getting my kid off in front of, he's quite a handsome man too. It made it even worse.
Okay. Well, no, it was just feeling unproblematic, and then it was like really like problematic.
Well, no, it was just kind of like it was a series of problematic events.
Yeah, it was just Well,
it was an accident,
like a Lemony
hey?
Snicket novel. Look,
Thanks for your call, Kim.
thank you for that. Hooly dooly. Lisa in Melbourne. Who saw you naked that shouldn't have?
My son, my 34-year-old son saw me naked.
Oof. How'd that happen?
We've got a bathroom and it has a great big glass screen shower, no privacy, and in he walks and starts having a chat with me. And I'm like, oh, I'm just like my godfather, get out. And he started talking to me. He's 34. He went, oh. And then shut the door and I just thought, oh, my God,
That is odd, Lisa.
Was he visiting or did he live there?
He lives there.
Yeah, you should have known better.
Yeah, and if you've
Cut it
never,
out, bro.
if you've never done that normally, it's a weird time to start doing that.
Move out and stop talking to mum in the shower, mate. 34, come on. Party's over.
Gary, good evening. Who saw you naked that shouldn't have?
It was actually the wife's sisters and brothers. So it was actually around her mum's house there, inside doing the inside gardening and playing around like the dog. If you know what I mean.
Oh,
okay,
inside
yeah.
gardening and playing around
Yeah,
like a dog.
I get you now.
Gardening,
Yeah.
And the whole family walked in, and I didn't lock the door.
The whole family? What were they coming in for?
No. the wife.
Yeah.
And then they actually the wife actually told me that they actually told her before, don't do it like the dog. Don't play like the dog.
I felt so uncomfortable in the last 4 minutes. Like there was I don't know, it was a weird one. There were so many times I was like, I don't like this. I don't like what I'm hearing. Don't know if I'm uncomfortable around nudity or just there was a lot of problems there. There's teachers and
Yeah, I think the first one was the most wild.
yeah.
I don't know, that one is pretty up there.
That one was up there too.
That one was up there. And hang on, the dude just looking at his mum in the shower. 34. What is going on?
And that's it.
Liked that podcast? There's heaps more to listen to if you just scroll back or download the Nova Player app.
Ben, Liam, and Bell.